Welcome everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Parichaye with Parveen. Today I would like to introduce you all to Eric Francis Manu. Eric is a Cambridge educated former investment analyst, inspiration speaker, inspiration. Eric is a Cambridge educated former investment analyst, inspiration speaker and principal for the British Protocol Academy, a fellow member at the Royal Society of Art, an award winner, a keynote speaker, conference host, motivational speaker, coach, and an etiquette trainer. He is a visionary change manager and organization development specialist with comprehensive experience of industry, business, the professions, public bodies, local authorities, and school. Welcome, Eric.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome, Parveen. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Okay, you are an inspirational speaker and etiquette trainer. What was the objective behind such initiatives?
Good question. But before I start, I want to welcome my audience. I'm humbled to be here. It's been an honor to be on this platform for your program, and I think I'm excited to share with you guys what I have in store, and also the questions that what inspires me to become a speaker and also a trainer. There's something I think we all have to ask ourselves: what defines us to take some initiative in lives? And for me, I want to break into two parts: being etiquette trainer and also inspirational speaker. So the speaker comes first. I've always want to inspire people. I'm using this as my own example. I was not raised in a rich home. I was not raised in an upper class home. I was raised in a normal, humble home. My parents worked in about 5 jobs. My dad was a prison officer. So I've learned all life that whatever it is, I always make it. Now, the question to how do I become an etiquette trainer? That is a good question.
Yes.
So my mom always believed that she had this phrase in Africa, in every family: charity begins at home. It is the basic principles in life. Charity begins at home. Meaning that if my mom can raise me to be a good role model, I have to set that example to that person wider on the audience. So my mom, for us, she treats us in a way that we will have respect in society. It doesn't matter who we are, who we talk to, who we associate with. But the word etiquette is a strong word, but it's a break into different components. Being good model, having good manner, having a respectful attitude, able to say, no, thank you, yes, thank you, I'm sorry, even though you're not the person in trouble, or even though you cause the issue, you always say, I'm sorry. So that the reason for this was because I was raised through that way, that you accept whatever comes your way. That is why I have become a speaker where I can share my knowledge with base of my upbringing and also using my mom way of life to have a good role model in life. That's the reason behind that.
So, in other words, your mom is the secret of behind it. Yeah, your mom is the role model for you. And anyway, people say like a mother is the first teacher in our life.
Agreed, and you're right. It's 100%. That's the right. My mom is my inspirational.
Wow.
So for me being here, if it wasn't her, I would not be here. And that's why we give credit to those that is due. We give credit to those that is due because she raised us in a way that we can also be a role model to other people. That's what I'm here today talking to you, because if it wasn't her, I wouldn't be here.
Wow. So there is many life coaches, and will you also, agree with me, isn't it? So what do you think makes you different from other life coaches?
You see, this is a good question. Once again, what makes me a different?
Yes, from
As of
other life
us,
coaches.
yeah. So I'm a member of main organization, ICF, which is International Federation of Coaches. I'm a member of AC, Association of Coaches. These organizations every year do a research. How many coaches are there? As of this year, there are over 500,000 coaches around the world. Everyone claims to be a coach. They'll finish their school and they say, I'm a coach. You can't deny that. That's where reality is. But what defines you as a coach for me is I have my own signature program. The signature program allows me to identify who are my clients. So no, I don't have a team to do a big sales marketing. I don't have that because I don't believe that. As a coach, you've got to have your own program where people can come to you with their needs, with their requests that you can say, I can help you this way. So my program, I know my clients, I know their problems, understand how I can work with them. The program allows me to develop initial mindsets. What are these clients or coaches looking for? Mine is to guide them step by steps, is to take them from the unknown to known, meaning that we have action plans, we have a tangible outcomes, we have goals, we have objectives. We work towards a fulfillment, i.e., we set up a goals, we work towards that. I don't take clients and say, I can coach you. I have selected clients because of my signature program. That means that I'm set apart, not only because I'm from Cambridge, which is of course a benefit. I mean, to go to Cambridge University, you go to, it's this great, great university, one of the elite in the world. Yes, I do have that, and I'm proud to be able to achieve that as a person. That comes with its commitments, because with Cambridge, they expect you to sell or to have to raise the bar to have a brand that represents them. So my clients come to me not because, yes, of course, Eric have finished his master's in Cambridge, but they come to you based on your knowledge in coaching, how you can action or you can have a program laid out for the clients. And also, let me also point this. Can I come to you for values? What is your values? How do I define values? Who am I? Who are you? Can I come to me for objectives? How am I going to work with this guy? How would I finish this program and knowing that I've achieved something? So that is what it makes a good coaches, defines the difference. The other aspect is that, yes, you want to take the client from A to Z. You want to have action plan. You want to have all these applications, these action plans, options for them. But not only the finished products, but the long term, the effects, how that client can also become somebody. Because I have a coach. My coach is always my back, coaching me to be a good coach. That goes the same principles that I do have to coach my client to be a good person. That defines me as a coach. I know it's a long answer, but that is what I do.
No, you explain it very well. And during this COVID-19, many people was like under stress, and because they couldn't meet their family and their friends, they couldn't have any social gathering. So during this pandemic, how do you keep inspiring and motivating people, and moreover yourself? Because
How
that's the
do
big
I?
question.
It is. I tell you what, the first lockdown was one of the hardest we our generation ever experienced because nobody expected this to happen. But we are in it
Exactly.
and we have accepted that.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about mindset,
Mine.
mindset,
Yeah.
mindset, mindset.
Exactly.
I have lost few friends through COVID-19. I've lost a close friend of mine, Ansif. Hansif was one of the top guys that I've worked with. He's gone, COVID-19. Now,
Oh.
with the question of how do I motivate myself and also my clientele, is to having the mindset, the resilience that we are this together. That means that I have the obligations to motivate myself and also using my example to inspire, motivate my audience. So what I've done for the past almost a year, because we are in March, and that is where we had the first death in UK, 1st of March last year. Now we have many deaths. What I've done over the months, almost 6 months or 8 months, is having a program for my audience. So for the past 18 months, 8 months, I've been doing free coaching program online, free session,
Wow.
1 hour. I'm doing this twice a month. I've given myself every 2 hours every month to go out to the on my platforms, invite different coaches around the world, and we bring up ideas. We bring inspirational mindset. We inspire people. We are telling them that we will overcome this pandemic. Because if I have the resilience, if I have that mindset to say that we can do that, I can use the same analogy to tell you you can do that. Because I have lost good friends of mine, go close who are close to me. That is painful. And yes, we all go through different ways. We are all suffering this pandemic different. People have lost jobs, people have lost family members, people have lost businesses. So we've all experienced this in different ways. But one thing is that we are all in the same boat. We are all in the same path. That means what I can do is to have that mindset and say to myself, I can make a changes to my life. That means I can transcend these changes to my audience. That's what I've done. I'm able to give myself and said, let's go this together. So I'm inviting them, and I'll do it every twice a month. I've got one next week. That means we are still going. We're going to leave until we go to the finish end.
Wow. That's great. So you are changing people's life. Um, do you believe in changing yourself first, then proceeding towards others? Or is there another philosophy you follow?
I'll tell you what, when I was kid, when I was young, I always believed that if you set yourself something good in life, you can achieve well. And for me, it's to set that high level and say, I want to change my lifestyle. I want to change the way I live my life. If I can change that, I can change the community. My philosophy, maybe since the age 20s, is to say to myself, change myself, change one person, change the world.
Wow.
And there is a quote in, I think in biblical or in some contexts, that it says, a little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. The little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. What it means is that you have water. I keep adding water. The water becomes bigger. So if I can change my perspective, my lifestyle, I can make an effect to someone's life. And that is many aspects. The way I behave, the way I talk, my mindsets, the way I communicate, the way I interact with people, the respect that I have for myself, the same respect that I have to have for my audience or my family members or anybody. That means that they will see me as example. So they see as example, and then they will react to that. Because if I go out and start swearing, using off profane words, just ask yourself, who are you? But if they see you as a role model, as example, they follow you. That means that my actions can change someone's life. That means that person will sit and say, aha, I can see there's something unique about this guy. There's something unique about this lady. There's something unique about this person. I want to be that person. And as the trend goes, someone out there will see, aha, I can see that this person, there's something unique about him. And you see, that transcends. So they see the uniqueness of me, they're able to transcend to them and say, I want to be that person. Not to copycat, but his behavior, his action, his ways of life, his manners, his approach, his communication, his respect, his resilience, his mindset, his inspiration. He just wants to inspire people. People see that and they thought, I can do that. And then the next person, the next person, the next person, that changed the world. So mindset is to change my thinking, my critical thinking, my behavior towards another human beings, my behavior towards my wife, my behavior towards my children, my behavior towards my next door neighbor. If they can see that, they will say, aha, I want to be respectful like him. And that means the third person, the fourth person, the fifth person they will learn from that. And that is my philosophy, that if I can change myself, someone can see that, make a change to the lifestyle. That means the world, the community, the society that we live in will have that greater impact. It's my philosophy. Wow. And I do believe that we do all have it. Yes. Everyone have it within ourselves. Everyone have it. But it's how to elevate, how to activate that within us. How we can activate that mindset and say, I want to be like this guy.
Wow. So it means you have to become a role model yourself first. Then you can guide someone, and then you can teach someone, okay, you should do this and you should follow this. The first you have to follow your philosophy, and then you have to be a role model for other people. And in other words, like mindset plays a vital role in our life. Am I right? That's what, in short, I have understood.
Yeah, because I tell you what, we are in this pandemic, and we are going for tough times. And as I said before, we are all suffering in different ways. Job lost, life lost, business collapsing. People cannot see each other. Parents cannot see their children. Grandparents cannot see their grandchildren. We're all going through different ways. So if I can change someone's mindset and say, hey, I know it's tough. I know we are all going through this pandemic in different ways. But listen, there is light after the tunnel. There is light after the tunnel. And having that, just having that, because at some point we will come through this pandemic. And I tell you what, this will be over. This pandemic will be over. There's something there's a word that say there is let me quote again: a time to be born, a time to die, a time to sow, a time to reap, the time for the harvest, the time, and so forth. So that means the time will come that this pandemic will be over. And by the time it's over, someone will say, that guy, that lady, that young guy changed my life. That person made an impact into my life. That person just said something that has made me who I am today, has helped me. And whilst I'm on this subject, a friend of mine lives in Docklands. Let me say this, it's a sad situation. Every week, she would message me as Eric, someone has committed suicide, jumped into the river in Canary Wharf. Every week. Every week. Now, imagine if these people, these individuals, they could hear this message and say, Stephen, Eric, Parveen, Samson, you can do this. You can make this happen. If that person can hear even a voice on his head, they will stop that suicide. They will stop, because that small word from someone saves someone's lives. That's simple as that.
Yeah, so he's been saying like problems can make you and break you. So it totally, I would say, like it depends on your mindset, how you take it. So during this pandemic also, so many people, they have made their different plans because they wouldn't get much time during this office time and when they was doing business back-to-back meetings. So they had enough time now, and now they're doing well. And some people, they just took it as it's a big problem and it's lockdown, we cannot. So they have committed suicide and they just totally, they're heartbroken and they're feeling stressed and they soul. So it's totally depends how you take it.
Agreed.
And it depends again on individuals, on mindset.
Right.
Right?
That's true.
Okay. So, yeah. Do you think how we treat other people portrays how we treat ourselves? If yes, then explain further.
I'll tell you what. So when I used to work in banking, you want to be respectful. You want to show to your boss, your managers, to treat you nice because you're working hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe in my lifestyle is always to believe and treat people equally, no matter who they are, where they are from, their religion, their background, their image. Because I want to be treated in a decent way. I want to treat people that they can see a mirror. Because every morning when we have a shower, a bath, every one of us, we go to the mirror and say, oh my God, I look handsome. I look beautiful. Look at me, I'm gorgeous. You see, that mirror will tell you who you are. The same goes to treating someone the same. If I can see myself in the mirror being a handsome man, being a good man, I want to see that person the same way. It doesn't matter who they are. That means I can treat them with respect, with dignity. I can treat them with a good manner. That comes when the etiquette comes in, because in a social etiquette manners, I have to treat individually the same way. Some people say, oh, what about people with disability? Doesn't matter. People with that, doesn't matter. you treat them equally, because there is a law of attraction. If you throw a ball into a wall, it will bounce back to you. Simple as that. So if I want to be treated nicely, that means I have to treat myself or everyone nicely. And this sometimes we ask ourselves, or we want to show how powerful we are. We want to say, oh, look at me. Why do I have to treat someone differently? You have to. Life is too short. Look at this pandemic. How many people have perished? How many people have perished? People are struggling to feed their family. People are struggling to feed their children. So if you don't treat people equally, I'm afraid you're not a human being. You are not a person. You're just a mean person. So for me, my philosophy, the same goes to change myself, change someone's, change the world. That means I treat myself the way I treat other people.
Exactly.
With dignity.
Exactly.
With
My mom used to be saying the same thing, like, you should treat people the way you want to be treated. Okay. If you are not treating in the same way, then don't expect anything from anyone.
Yeah, it's simple as that. It's simple as that. That's why I use the analogy of the mirror. We look at ourselves for, oh my God, look at me, I'm so handsome with the makeup, and the same goes someone out there who say the same thing, I'm handsome. The same goes everyone. So we want to perceive that I can treat him the way I treat myself, the way I look myself in the mirror. And that's why sometimes when I'm speaking on television, I'm speaking on radio station, I get invited for different occasions. I'm so excited and I'm so looking forward, because the way we this generation, our generation, we have that eager, that sense of me, I want to proceed as, but it's not anymore. It's about us. The word us. I treat you good, you treat me good. And the same I said, if you throw a ball to the wall, it will bounce back to you. It doesn't matter where the ball goes, it'll come back to you. So I respect you, you respect me. It's simple as that. And that's my philosophy. And I think it's supposed to everyone, every human being in lives, because that's the way the world become a happy place. The world become a peaceful place. The world become a place of a good harmony, a good social etiquette, a good way of treating respect, dignity. That means we all love each other, no hatred.
And even your right attitude doesn't make other people happy. It makes you happy. It gives you inner happiness, and it makes you satisfied, isn't it? Like if you do something for others, even you give smile, it makes you happy. So it's something which we believe, who they have right attitude, positive attitude towards life.
And you are right,
They
because
always spread happiness, positivity, and they keep their self and their family happy because of their mindset, because of their attitude. Yes.
It's because the way we all, I mean, I'm from Ghana, from West Africa in Ghana. We back home, you've been taught to treat people with dignity, with respect. It's just simple, basic manner.
No.
Of course, in different culture, in different part of the world, it's different. But I don't see the difference between them. I don't see the difference, because we're all human beings. We are all equally. We are all having the same food. So if I want to perceive as a good citizen, a good role model, then I have to set the example to people. That means I've got to love myself the way I love my neighbors. And it says that in a biblical way, is that love your neighbor as yourself. Simple as that.
Wow. So according to you and who they believe in humanity, we should not believe in color, caste, and religion. We should treat people equally.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
Yes. Yeah, I believe in the same philosophy, Eric. Okay,
Fantastic.
Eric. Eric, what is your outlook towards life?
Oh, that's a good question. What is
Yeah.
my outlook? I
What
tell
is
you
your
what.
outlook towards life?
Let me pause here. This pandemic has given us a sense of a pause in life. When I was in the banking industry, it was a fast-paced environment. You are working some days I'll be working from 8 in the morning to 10 p.m. Weekends. It's a rat race. We all know in the banking industry, audience, wherever you are India, Pakistan, Africa, Ghana, US, you all know the bank industry. If you work as a banker, it's a rat race. You are running everywhere. This pandemic has given us a pause in life, in society. It has given us a thought of not looking beyond our self ambitious, looking beyond our self goals, our self aspiration. So, to your question, if you ask what my outlook towards life, I want to say how I want to phrase it differently. Our outlook, all of us. The reason I say is that I do believe that the time has come that humanity or individuals of us having one sense of belongings, one sense of life. How do we plan towards post COVID-19? I can give you my 5 years plan, my outlook in life. I can give you that. But that means I'm still in the sense of the old me, satisfy myself, my needs before my audience. Because I do believe that if I can say good thing about someone, then I have to set myself aside and make someone happy. So the question is that the outlook towards life is that how can we all of us, wherever you are, if you're watching right now, I'm talking to you directly. If you're watching right now on YouTube, let's us make the world a better place. Let us look beyond post COVID-19 and say, how can I make an impact into someone's life? How can I change someone's mindsets? With what? With sense of love, with sense of open arms and say, here I am, come, come and have happiness, come and have a joyfulness. That means we are all looking towards fulfillment, not putting myself first, but us, we, community, neighbors, the country, society, the world. That means I'm not praising or giving my own ambitions, but giving all of us to plan towards that. So to the question, I know I didn't answer the question because I've come away of not giving myself that credit all the time. But it's time that we all work towards something that. So my answer is let us all work towards having a world of love, loving each other with with genuine mindsets, not the way of, oh, I love him, the next day I don't like him, but loving him with genuine love. Giving someone a hug, someone a call and say, hey, Paddy, how are you doing? So we work towards that. That means we have something to fulfill. We have something to look towards to. In my life, I do believe that the time has come that we all put ourselves aside and work towards making this world a better place for all mankind, because people are struggling in life. People are going through tough times. And I do believe that we can do it. If we come together as a community, as a loving people, with open arms and say, use me. That's what I can say.
Wow. I think we all are just puppet of God's hand. We never know what happened next moment because this crisis, I think it's not just in front of you, it's not in front of me, it's not like individuals or any family. It's not only for one country. I think the same problem, same crisis in front of the world. And let's treat equally, let's love each other, and spread positivity and just show humanity in short words. Am I right?
That's simple as
I
that.
think humanity will be the right word
Yes.
to say. We should just behave like we all are brother sister. We all are a big family. No matter what color caste we believe, or we have brown skin or black skin or white skin.
No.
End of the day, we all are individual soul, and we all are on our own journey. So let's do our journey nicely, smoothly, and spread the positivity, love, and treat equally, and do good, get good. We should believe in karma,
Yeah.
isn't it?
As you've summarized it all, believe in karma, because the world we love we have a loving world. This was a beautiful world.
Yes.
It's a beautiful world. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of loving people. But over the years, we put ourselves in a place of me, I.
That's
Not
ego.
anymore.
That's ego, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that only not like give problem to you, it gives problem to everyone, and especially in your personal relation.
Yes.
If you have ego, everything, like you will spoil everything, your personal relation, your professional relations, and wherever you will go, you will just spoil everything.
Agree.
So
Agree.
better, yeah. Okay, so Eric, at the end, would you like to give a message to audience? Any particular message you want to give to the audience?
Yes. I want to let everyone know, all our viewers, wherever you are, I know your frustration. I know that this pandemic has brought so many people in anger, in grief. This pandemic has given us a sense of sadness. As I said before beginning, I've lost few friends, a close friends of mine who have passed away through COVID-19. And I know that. I understand that there has been so far abusive online. People are taking advantage of online abusive to children, to women, to all sorts of community. I know people are struggling financially. I know people have lost hope. I know people are going through tough and tribulation. Marriage are being broken. Relationships are being destroyed. Families are being destroyed. Community are being destroyed. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. There is light after the tunnel. And there is a hope of knowing that we shall overcome this pandemic. And I'm quoting my great author, Martin Luther King. He said, we shall overcome. And he was right. So let me say again, wherever you are watching us, you're watching this great program this afternoon. Wherever you are, let me tell you this. I do believe there's a hope. I do believe that we shall overcome this pandemic. So hold on tight. Hold on tight. Don't give up. That relationship that you think, I cannot stand that man, that woman, hold on to that. Hold on to that pole. Just tight. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. I know you are hanging out there. You want someone to save your lives. Hang it, hold it strong. But let me tell you this, there are people out there who are holding you strongly, who are holding you not to fall down. People are out there holding you for you to stay still. So my friends, audience on this platform, wherever you are, hold on tight. There's a hope. And I do believe that we shall overcome this pandemic. Because First World War, we overcame it. Second World War, we overcame it. We have overcome human nature. We have that resilience that we can take anything that comes on our way. We can be strong if we want to. I do believe that we are stronger together. So hold on tight. I'm saying this again. Hold on tight. That marriage, that relationship, that friendship, that situation, hold on tight and believe in. Take it from me. I have experienced a tough life. At one point, let me share this quick. At one point, me and my family went to food bank. Let me tell this. At one point in life, me and my family went to food bank to feed my family. But if I was able to have that resilience to stand still and knowing that the time will come and I'll be free, if I have done it, you can do it because we're not different. So hold on tight and have the hope that we shall overcome. That's a message to you guys.
Wow. So where there is a will, there is a way. So guys, never give up. That's the main message, right? So thank you so much, Eric, for giving such a great message, and especially during this time, everybody needs such great message. So thank you so much, and look after yourself. Stay blessed.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that. Stay blessed.